speaking of babies, I the other day I found this really uncomfortable fact, which is that attractive people live longer. They live longer.
How? They get more favors. And
How? Yeah. So life's just easier on them, and that seems just very unfair. But then it kind of ties in with this other thing I've been thinking about, which is that as a parent, you have an obligation to make your child as attractive as possible, because that in addition to like teaching them, like they should also like
you will get more in life
They will.
if you look a little cleaner and more attractive to others.
Yeah, at least
so if I have an ugly baby,
Yeah.
which I don't, she's very cute.
Yes.
How
old
how
you
would
have 2 babies.
I have 2.
Yeah, 2
You
cute
only
babies.
said one.
But how would I make
he's a
it? Let's say
baby.
she's ugly. How would I zhuzh her up? Give advice or
I think we need a pageant mom
is
to
it
come in.
makeup?
Well,
Is it
no.
like,
I don't think it's okay. So
Is it plastic
I have
surgery?
I have older kids. I have older kids, obviously. So I'm in orthodonture area, and I don't know if you know this about orthodonture yet, but like it used to be that you had to wear headgear to like make your palate bigger, and now they've created this torture device that is a
The expander.
expander.
With the key.
They
right?
had
The
that when we
key
were kids,
where
yeah.
you insert it, and the thing is that it's this like trauma bonding thing that you do with your child, where you're like, it's time for the key, and your child's like, no, and you're like, we have to do it.
Or is she
Yes.
ever just like really annoying you and you're like, let's go get the expander key.
No,
You know what? Your palate's looking a little
know
narrow
what?
today.
Let's expand that palette right
I
now.
have to say, you guys, I wish that you all have this experience, but it's awful because you're worried that you're going to overdo it. Like you're like, what happens? Am I going to break her skull?
A friend of mine
oh,
had
like
one
you think
growing
there's going to
up.
be like a crackdown?
No,
yeah.
like because like it hurts. Like you're cranking
Is she
it.
like tearing up when you're doing this?
Yeah.
Oh.
They
You might be
cry
doing
and they
it
have to
wrong.
hold their mouth open. It's so intimate, like because you're right next to their face because you need to see it because it's a tiny little hole.
I was at my friend's house once when I was younger, and her mom did it while I was there, and she like laid back on the bed and like had her mouth open, and her mom like did, and I was just sitting there like, oh my God, why am I here for this?
Go home. I should have been asked to go home.
It's very intimate. It's very. I don't know how. It's because you're right there. Like you're right there, and like it doesn't. Fortunately, it doesn't make a sound. Can you imagine if it did?
You mean the expander is making noise or your kid doesn't make a noise?
Your child can make a sound.
Okay.
The sobbing you hear.
Hear that.
But the
You want there to be like a medieval crank.
like it didn't go.
Yeah.
Because you're like literally like making their bones wider.
Okay, you're hoping that technology will advance to a point where it's like kind of like a car wash when it's like back up a little. It's like keep going, keep back up. That's too much. No, a little
it's
more.
terrifying. It was terrifying. I'm glad it's over. But yes, so that you do that to make your child better looking, right? And I've been thinking about that because I've seen a lot of young men who are starting to lose their hair at 17, like young, right? And I go, would I be willing to pay for a hair transplant if I had a kid who was balding at like 18? Because people get nose jobs for their kids.
What?
Yep.
That's true.
Are you
There was
kidding?
A couple girls in my high school had that done.
Popular graduation present.
Yeah.
I knew a girl that got her
Doesn't
chin
that
done.
cause issues though? Because isn't your face changing as you like get older?
Yes, it does.
But it's all in the name of beauty, Lauren.
But again, the beauty.
And the argument being that they have better and longer lives if they have better looking nose. I'm pro keeping your nose, but
So if a child looks ugly, you just say, "I'm doing this to you so you live longer." Is what you say?
And here's what I don't like about it though, is because I think even attractive people should go through an awkward phase of life to build
Yeah.
character.
important.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to be a little bit ugly for a little bit of their life. It builds character.
Well,
it makes you learn how to talk to people to get what you want instead of just, you know,
okay. Well, so here's the thing: is
Look
that
at my wide palette.
there.
check out how wide this palette is. Oh, you actually, someone might want that. No.
Can I say so?
Weird kinks.
Yeah.
That's like that happens to good-looking women. Like, so that's
Tell me about it.
It happens.
Such a struggle. It's
My life.
so hard.
It has not happened to you yet, my love. What like where all of a sudden like the world has always like been laid out in front of them because they never went through an awkward period, and then they start aging, and then the world doesn't work the way it always does, and they're like, what's wrong? And it's because they're finally having their awkward period, which is just simply not being
late
hot.
in life awkward period.
Late in life.
Better to have it early, it sounds like.
Yes.
Better to get that out of the way early.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it done when you're in your orthodontia phase. I think that's
Just
when
make
most
your
people.
whole life that. That's what I'm doing.
How's it working for you?
It's made me a better person.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not sure. You got a wife. You got a job. You're doing good.
You're fine.
Yeah, it's working.
It's worked out
It's
just
a lot of work, but
See, so you don't have to force your children down the route of just all attractiveness. There's a full life to lead outside of that.
I wonder if, as a character building exercise, parents would intentionally make their child unattractive.
And how would one do that? Aside from orthodontia.
Or not. Clothes, right? Haircuts.
Yeah.
The
Haircuts
look
can do
you're
a
giving me
lot.
right now,
well,
Lauren.
I think I'm in this situation right now with my daughter. My oldest daughter, she's
Bowl cut. Give her one.
no. We let her
Absolutely
dress.
not.
We let her dress herself.
That's what my parents did with me.
But she chooses like a floral pattern, like a graffiti looking pattern, and then she'll
Yeah.
wear like a sweater with a even different pattern, and it looks hideous. And I think like, and sometimes her hair is not perfect, and I think like maybe is that good or bad?
My parents did that with me, and I used to actually layer my clothes so I could have a wardrobe change during the day. Because I couldn't
I love that for
decide.
you.
So I would like be like, okay,
Take
I'm
a
wearing
layer
this,
off.
but I would take a layer off and was like,
what-
this is now my outfit.
At what age were you doing this?
Oh God, like 3 or 4, I
Oh.
think.
Okay. So you don't remember doing this?
No, I was told, but my mom was like, "Oh my God!" And you would wear she was like, you would wear like 5 headbands, so that you could have multiple.
This is smart to me.
Yeah, and so, but I think there's some pictures of me from that age where it doesn't look good. It's like all from Gymboree.
I love that.
Lots of layering of clothes from Gymboree.
Very nice.
But I got to pick out all my own stuff, and I
You
turned out
turned out
fine.
good.
Yeah, I have a decent sense of style.
My
I think.
mom dressed me and my sister up matching constantly. We also, in the early 90s, just had big, poofy 80s bangs.
Nice.
Our hair was constantly, like puffed up and sprayed.
So your mom was
for the
doing that.
gods. Yes,
She
was
wanted you to
doing-
live a long life.
She wanted us to live the longest life possible
Yeah.
and to
Well,
also never have any fun as children.
But beauty trends change over time. So what you could be doing in the name of beauty when your kids are young could be horrible
Say
Yeah.
that-
later
yeah.
in life.
Say that to anyone who got a nose job in the 80s. Yeah. My mom made me keep my hair short. I had like boys haircut.
Probably because she didn't want to do it.
No, well, she didn't. No, what she told me, and I feel like the woman underneath the hair that my mother raised, because she wanted it to stay curly, and so she was told that if it got long, it would straighten
flatten out.
And so I just looked like the most awkward boy, just like.
We have beautiful curls today.
Thank you.
Thank your mom for those.
Yeah, I guess I can. I can thank her for that. But like it was hard. Like it was hard.
The struggle
The struggle.
of having short hair because you wanted long hair.
I wanted people at the very least to know I was a girl.
Oh.
Yeah, because I just
You
walked
had like
in.
short hair like this?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
like
sorry.
maybe it would go down to like a oh my gosh, none of you are gonna know who Mary Lou Retton is.
That the lady that cut that guy's penis off?
No, she
that's
was in
the-
Rosemary's Baby.
Figure skater.
Lorena Bobbitt.
She was a
Figure
figure
skater.
skater, right? No.
She was a gymnast.
a gymnast.
Okay,
Okay.
we're getting closer.
Well, yeah, I was like Olympian is
It
in
was
my head.
It was like a wedge cut, which basically looked like a piece. Like just looked like a broccoli. Like it looked like broccoli.
It's very popular
That's back
for
in
boys
style.
right now.
Now very hip.
Felicity. That's a reference I know.
Gosh.
That's something.
Yeah. I wish, but no, it wasn't
Okay.
quite that short. That
Okay.
was great. She looked fabulous. Killed the show. Looked good. Yep.
Who was the lady that was? It was a teacher, and she was doing stuff with her student. What was her name?
There's
Since we're talking-
tons. There's literally
the-
tons.
sort of the-
now.
the first one.
Yes, I know who you're talking about, but I
They're
can't
all in
think
this
of
theme
it.
of like.
Mary Kay Letourneau.
There
Yes,
you go. They
yes,
all
yes,
have
yes.
3 names. I feel like.
Yeah.
And you knew all of them. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I have there's so many things that I don't remember, and yet
Yeah.
I remember absolutely useless
See, that's
trivia.
that's a story of making your child too attractive. That's where it
That's a
can
lesson
go
to be learned.
all
That's
wrong.
a sexy.
That's
We can't.
we can't.
The thing is, I was about to say we're not going to say. Okay, so what are we vibing on?
Well, it sounds like some coming of age.
Okay.
Sounds like we have a coming of age movie being inspired
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
Which means
maybe some awkward phases.
Yes.
awkward things like puberty.
All right. I need someone to hold this.
I thought you were gonna
take some notes here of what we want to
Well, I take some notes.
what we want to accomplish.
Okay, so we need to figure out the tropes of a coming of age movie. So you're gonna have the best friend. There's gonna be a best friend
Always a best
best
friend.
friend.
that you probably grew up with, has known you all these years.
and a falling out with that best friend.
There's gotta be. Yeah.
Your handwriting is fine, Bridget.
So hard right now.
Killing it. There's gotta be.
There's always the like rival or bully.
yeah.
Like that enemy that you have.
Which one do we want? Do we want a rival or do we want a bully?
Semantics, right?
Okay. All right. Rival
Let's see,
bully.
Rival
let's see where it
bully.
takes
Rival
us.
bully.
Some kind of
Yeah,
something.
somebody.
An antagonist. We have to have some kind of embarrassing moment. I feel
Oh,
like.
a big embarrassing moment
moment.
that makes something harder. Braces or stuff, but there's
Yeah.
definitely some orthodontics in there
Yeah.
somewhere.
I think the main character, their mom has to be dead, right?
Yeah.
Like and she's raised
Yeah,
by a
because Disney's
dad.
producing this, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the dad is like a little bit like he doesn't know what he's doing. He's just
Yeah.
trying to get by.
Yeah.
He's trying hard, but he just doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
he just keeps putting 5 headbands on this
Yeah.
kid.
He's putting 5 headbands on. Periods. Oh.
That's perfect. Dead mom, dumb dad. Yes.
There we go.
That's
And then
that's the magic sauce right
a
there.
dream, a goal,
Yeah.
something. Okay, so we're gonna try to tick off all of these.
Well, I think we're missing there's a little bit of romance in there, right? There's someone that they're
Oh, the
Yeah.
girl. Well, I think we're a boy next door,
Oh, a something next door.
someone next door,
Someone next door?
the someone
Yeah.
next door.
Who maybe doesn't notice the main character, but it's some unrequited love going on.
Yeah, I see.
Maybe
you.
it's a dumb neighbor as well. It's a dumb dad and a dumb neighbor.
Just make everybody dumb.
Everyone's
Okay.
really dumb.
All right. We feel good about this? Do we feel good about this?
Yeah, I
I think so. I think we got all the basics there.
I think this is gonna be our killer pitch for Brace for the Future, a coming of age story.
Okay. You guys see this? No.
No, but I remember.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
We open at an orthodontics office. We hear drilling and kind of some like painful grunting happening. And we see just like the feet of someone at the end of that, like, is happening. And as the dental assistant pulls away, we can see our main character has just gotten a fresh face of braces. It feels a little awkward, I guess, still.
It's totally normal for it to feel that way, sweetheart. Okay. But you know what? They look great. And I love the colors you chose. Brown for your rubber bands.
I thought you asked me what color rubber bands were, and I just said brown.
Yeah.
All I seen. I didn't know there was choices.
Yeah, there were lots of, most girls your age do like a hot pink or a blue, but brown
I could have done that.
You could have done that, but we always like to say, we always go with the first thing the kid says, and you said brown. So that's what we went with. And you know what? It doesn't look as bad as I thought it would, to be honest.
How many weeks till I can change them?
You can't. You're stuck with them. That's our new rule, I think. So you'll have those on for about 2 years.
Oh.
And you know what? But that's okay.
It's okay.
You can eat as much chocolate as you want because it already looks like you have that on your teeth.
That's good. I like chocolate.
So make sure you brush them real good because you don't want them to get infected.
Okay.
And we did go ahead and put in a little palate expander in there. So Mom, I'm going to show you how to do that right now.
Oh, I'm not her mother. Oh, no. I'm her stepmother. Sorry. I know, because I brought her to the appointment and everything. But no, her mom's dead. Sorry.
A lot of people with dead moms coming in these days. But yeah, you're just going to want to reach your head back like this. And here's the key. And you're just going to want to crank it. Crank it in. Crank it like that. Crank. There you go. How did that feel, sweetheart? So good.
Felt like a lot.
Beauty is pain. Here you go.
Okay,
There's the
thank
key.
you.
You're going to want to get right up in there and do that once a week, okay?
Okay. Well,
I don't need you to do that for me. I'll take care of it.
No, Deirdre, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Okay, thanks,
Right?
Becky. Hey, Becky, could we get going? It's the first day of junior year. I don't want to be late.
Yeah. Let's go. Okay.
I'm starting at a new school.
Oh my gosh. Well, good.
My dad just moved us here to New Hope to live with Becky.
Oh, wow. And where is he?
My dad?
Yeah.
Working. He works a lot.
Okay. All right, dear. Well, happy to welcome you to New Hope. Which school, junior high are you going to?
New Hope.
Oh.
New Hope High. I know I look a little smaller, but it's high school.
Oh, it's high school. New Hope High.
Yeah, my junior year.
Okay. Junior year. That's right.
What are the kids like in town?
You know what? I'm just gonna let you go find out for yourself, sweetheart. They're nice. They're nice kids.
We cut to the school. Deidre and Becky are in the car waiting to get dropped off.
Okay. Well, Deidre.
Yeah, Becky.
I want to tell you that since I know that you and your dad needed to move here because this is where my aesthetic studio is, that it really matters what you look like at New Hope High. And
is that why you're making me wear this dumb dress?
I mean,
it's so puffy, Becky.
Yes, but it offsets your unusually wide hips. So
we see Deirdre is wearing like a very outdated, it looks like maybe like an 80s kind of prom dress or whatever, short and poofy.
There's big cursive on the skirt that says "Designs by Becky." So it's one of her creations.
I just wanted you to know that I'm familiar with a lot of the children who go to New Hope High. Well, they come to me for fillers and maybe a little bit of Botox. I mean, it's never too early to start the talks, right?
Right. I know you keep saying that.
Anyway, so just go out there and don't be yourself.
Okay. We see Deidre, she gets out of the car and she's walking up to the school. We've got some like cool intro music playing. She's kind of looking around and
classic steps walking up to
you can see the like
kids are hanging out
of kids. We've got some popular kids that are wearing cool clothes and maybe some burnouts like flipping their skateboards in a corner or something. And she walks in and goes up to her locker, and next to her locker, a locker neighbor maybe you could say, she meets somebody. Hey, excuse me. It's my first day here and I'm having a really hard time getting into my locker. Can you help me?
Oh, yeah. Do you know the code?
No, that's really the problem. I know this is my locker, but I have no code. I've just been sitting here guessing it for like 20 minutes.
Well, you get the code at the front desk. Didn't you know that?
No, my dad's been homeschooling me ever since my mom died.
Well,
I'm Deidre. D. I'm D. Call me D.
hi D. I'm Brett.
Oh my God, I'm gonna
My
be a whole new
locker's right
person
next
here.
to yours.
Hey, Brett, locker neighbor. Could you maybe walk me to the front office to get my locker code?
Oh, I got to hang out with some buddies before class
We
starts.
see D. She grins really big, and all her big brown braces just flash into Brett's face.
Brett kind of gags a little bit. What's wrong with your teeth?
It's nothing. It's a mix-up up at the orthodontist's office. Actually, stupid. I asked for neon rubber bands, and all they had were these. But I'm gonna get them changed.
It looks like SpaghettiOs in your teeth.
Oh God, no. We cut to off in the corner. We can see a group of cool girls. They're watching the interaction between Deidre and Brett. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Claire, Brett's totally talking to that new girl with the gross teeth.
I know. She is heinous.
It's so disgusting.
Oh my gosh. You only dumped Brett like 2 days ago and he's already moving on.
I'm really disappointed in Brett. I mean, I thought that what we had was special. And even though I dumped him, I still feel like there should be like, I don't know, like a non-compete. I should have had him sign or something. Like he should not be dating anyone for at least, I mean, this whole year, I would think. He should just be pining over me.
Yeah, no, like it's too soon, right?
Way too soon.
Oh my God.
You know what?
Deidre's kind of gross and everything, but I love her dress.
Stacy, are you serious? It's heinous.
That was a joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Stacy, you're hilarious.
No, your clothes are so much better.
They are. And you know what? My teeth are perfect.
Oh my gosh, they're so straight.
So nice.
I'm going to go say hi to...
Yeah, you better go put that girl in her place.
Yeah.
So she,
Tell her.
yeah,
Let me
'cause
go on over.
even though you don't have Brett, he's still the hottest, most desired guy in the school.
And yeah,
And if you can't have him,
nobody can.
yeah.
Claire walks up to Deirdre and Brett and kind of butts in between them. And she just smiles at Brett really widely. Hi, Brett.
Hey, Claire.
You're so funny.
You're something, yeah.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm just getting ready for the game on Friday.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's right. Well, we had such a fun summer fling and everything. And
We see Claire. She's like dressed in like a cheerleading outfit. There's like a name tag that says head cheerleader on it.
But I know we had a great summer romance, and I know I broke up with you 2 days ago over TikTok, but I just wanted to wish you good luck this weekend. I'll be cheering for you, partly because I have to, but partly because you're still cute.
Oh, there's a game this Friday?
Oh,
Yeah, it's the Pickleball Championship. We've been playing all summer.
Oh, you're on the New Hope Pickleball team? That's really cool.
sorry. Who are you?
I'm D. I'm D.
You're D.
I'm D. And
Okay.
I'm new to the school.
Okay.
Just starting my junior year.
Is it D for doo-doo? Because that's what it looks like is in your mouth.
The whole hallway like erupts and everyone's laughing and pointing at D and she goes running off
She
into the
enters
back.
the bathroom.
Yeah.
In the bathroom, she puts herself inside of a stall. She pulls up her legs and she's sobbing quietly.
She doesn't realize that in that stall is another girl who is also crying.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't know anybody was crying in here.
What are you crying about?
It's my first day. What are you crying about?
I just cry. It's part of my daily schedule. I just put it on. This is actually my free time.
Wow, that seems pretty privileged.
Yeah, I guess. Welcome to New Hope. Hi.
I'm Deidre.
I'm
Trying to go by D now to seem cooler, but I don't think it's working. This cool girl in the hall just totally owned my ass.
Hi, Deidre. I'm gonna come out, and since we've just
I thought we were in the same stall together. Are we? Oh,
You are.
revision. They're in different stalls.
okay, yeah.
They come out. So
We see that the girl that was in the other stall is also wearing like a ridiculous dolled up dress.
There's also just like you can hear like subtle farting and like the air blower going off in the background.
very, very much people are still using this bathroom the
it's
whole
a busy
time.
restroom.
Yeah.
Hi, D.
Hi, what was your name?
People call me Truck, but my real name is Trina. But they call me Truck.
Okay, I'm dying to fit in, so I'll probably call you Truck too.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Were you able to get into your locker?
No, why is it so hard?
Okay, well, no one wants to tell you this, but every locker code is the same here.
Oh, okay.
They're all just 555. You can open any locker in the whole school.
Wow, that seems flawed, but yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
I guess I just won't use my locker. I got a backpack that my stepmom made.
Oh,
She shows off this
Becky.
Yeah, do you know Becky? She's kind of like my stepmom, I guess. Just my dad's girlfriend. He just started dating her, and then I don't know, like out of nowhere, all of a sudden we're moving to live with Becky. Like we've known her for 2 months, and we're in love with her.
Wow, that seems really extreme. I feel like we should maybe meet your dad at some point. You should talk to him about moving you.
A teacher comes into the bathroom. Hey, Truck, I know this is your crying hour, but you're late for homeroom.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Hansen. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sweetheart.
Oh,
so come on, let's get to class.
Mrs. Hansen, that's my homeroom too.
Oh yeah, come.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So
Come on, girls.
The
Let's go.
girls they follow the teacher off into their homeroom. We can see Claire still lingering in the hallway, just glaring at them as they go off. We now cut to Dee returning home from her first day of school. Dad, are you here?
Dee, I'm here.
Oh, hey, Dad.
How was your first day of school?
It was a little awkward, I think. And then also something happened before school, and Becky took me to get my new braces.
Honey, they look beautiful. My favorite color is brown too.
Well, Dad, it didn't impress anybody at school. I didn't make any friends except for this really, sad girl.
Well, honey, when I was at school, I didn't make any friends at all. Actually, your mom was my first friend.
Oh.
And then she died.
Dad,
Deidre's dad, by the way, is also wearing designs by Becky, and it's like
also big and ruffly,
bedazzled, like bomber jacket, but just over the top, and then some sequined sweatpants.
I'm imagining this house is just it's all designed by her.
Yeah.
All
just gross,
zebra prints and
shag
peacock
carpet.
feathers, and it's just everything.
Very maximalist.
and there's just a couple little boxes in the corner that says D and Dad.
Yeah.
Guys, it's time for dinner. Everybody come. We are going to have some macrobiotics.
Yay. They all go and they sit around the table. You guys, there's a big event at school on Friday. And
Oh, is it the pickleball tournament?
You know a lot about the high school happenings, Becky. It's very strange.
I don't know. People, when I'm making them look better, they share with me.
Becky, I can't believe I'm asking this, but I don't want to be the loser girl at this school. Okay? I already got embarrassed by the cool girl and cheerleader, and could you give me a makeover and make me the coolest girl in school?
Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. Oh, I'm so excited. So glad that you asked me. I have so many ideas.
I'm so excited you two are getting along.
Well, let's not jump to conclusions. Okay, Deidre.
Do you think there's enough time for me to get a nose job before Friday? I think it would help.
Well, we'll work on that, but how about you work on the other parts of you, your hair, and Becky can do a good job there.
Yes, absolutely. I can do a good job.
Okay.
I can do that. So we cut to a montage, and Dee is on the.
Have some fun, like girly music playing in the background.
Dee is trying on lots of clothing, but it's all like insane drag queen style clothes.
And the aesthetics are very 80s.
Yes, very 80s. They've got like she
Show
comes out,
girly.
almost like she's a showgirl in Rio. Like and then the makeup is like full on like purple. And then we cut to she's sitting in a chair and there's a giant magnifying glass put down onto her face and needles coming in from all different directions
Because she's toxin her.
She's toxin her.
Never too early
And
for
then,
tox.
And then Dee, do you know what? Dee, we're gonna do the expander, just you and me. Do you think we can do it?
Oh, the orthodontist said never to full expand, but I really want to go there.
I think in order to get the aesthetics with your lips, we're going to have to full expand.
Oh, for the Botox to really work?
Well, for the filler to fill in your lips, to cover those poorly chosen brace colors.
That's a good idea.
Okay. All right.
You hear kind of a crack.
All of a sudden you can see that Dee has like this gorgeous bone structure starting to like puff out. We have the filler, the lips, and all of a sudden she looks like a woman.
An 80s woman.
Okay, and we cut to Becky is leading Dad to the bottom of the stairs, and she goes, okay, all right, she's going to come down, and you're going to see her, and it's going to be really important how you respond to it. Okay, all right, Dee,
Yes.
make your entrance.
We see some like high heels, like way too high of high heels, like clunking down the stairs.
She's having a hard time walking in them, though, so her ankles keep kind of flipping out.
Okay.
They have a dog, and the dog sees her and just goes, "Oh," and runs away.
It runs away.
Yeah.
Say hello to the new Dee, Daddy.
Dee, you look beautiful. You look just like your dead mother. Oh my gosh, Becky, you did such a fantastic job.
I know.
This is the point in which we learn and realize that the reason the dad met Becky was because he was giving makeovers because she was giving makeovers to the mom before she died.
Okay.
Just wait till they see me Friday night at the big pickleball game.
Dee, your voice has changed too.
I'm all different now, Dad.
Is this puberty?
It's the expander inside of her mouth.
Is that a feminine thing? I don't know anything about
It
this.
literally just changed the shape of the sounds that are coming out of her mouth.
My mouth is so expanded I can barely enunciate.
Dee, you're using such big words now.
We smash cut to school the next morning, and Dee walks in. We start on her feet. We go click.
Is it Friday morning?
It's Friday morning, the day of the big thing.
She, I think presumably there was some school in between then.
Other people went. Dee was getting her makeover.
Dee was getting her makeover it was a 4-day long makeover.
She went to school one day.
One day.
I mean, it's a lot. It's
Didn't
been
go.
a lot. She looks like a totally different person.
Yeah. But it's Friday morning now.
All right, so we see the doors to the hallway. They bust open, and everybody in the hallway is silent, and they just turn their eyes towards Dee. We have some mixed reviews, though. People are kind of like,
That's a choice.
oh my
A
gosh.
bold choice.
Wait, is that new girl? What is she wearing?
I don't know.
I thought she was here on the first day, and then she was just mysteriously gone for like 3 full days.
Whose mom is that?
Oh my God, is that a designs by Becky? I love Becky. She's so hot.
Do you know what? It's so funny because I kind of like it's kind of serving, you know?
A
like
little
it's,
bit.
It's like a little bit like Drag Race, but like not.
I feel like the 80s are making a big comeback now, and I feel like this is a real trendsetter that we have at this school.
I might even dress like that. I think I want to get some talks.
Oh yeah,
She looks
I'm gonna
like
get
she's
some
got
talks.
talks. Yeah,
looks
I'm
like she
so
got a little fillers too.
jealous.
I'm definitely gonna go see Becky.
We see Dee. She approaches her locker, and she's just going 5, 5, 5, 5. And Brett and Claire are standing at Brett's locker, and Brett cannot take his eyes off of Dee.
Hey, are you new here? I've never seen you before.
Oh, kind of. I think we met the other day.
You're Dee?
I'm Dee. She smiles. She still has the brown braces.
Oh, I remember you, Dee.
Yeah. She like covers him back up with her big lips.
You look so different.
This is the real me. I just was a little under the weather on Monday. But this is how I am mostly.
Claire is looking her up and down and just is disgusted by the attention that Brett is giving.
Brett's
to.
like biting his lip. He's like kind of sweating a little bit. Like,
He's got his pickleball paddle and he's just like
yeah.
white knuckling.
Brett, are you seriously responding to this? I mean, she's still doo-doo mouth.
Well, Claire, you're a girl and she's a woman.
Oh my God, Brett.
Don't worry, Claire. You'll catch up someday. And she just like palms Claire out of the way.
Oh my gosh.
Brett, would you mind walking me to my homeroom?
Absolutely.
And then they kind of like go walking off to get.
He has like a paddle ball, like a paddle in his hand.
Yeah, she's still kind of like giraffe
Having a
walking,
hard
though.
time in the heels.
But she's trying to strut her stuff.
As they leave, Claire is back at the lockers and she is just, I cannot believe
Oh my
that
God.
new idiot just took Brett away from me. Even though I got rid of him, you know what? I think we should leave a little something in Brett's locker from Dee.
Yeah, like what, Claire? Like what?
I don't know. Something that's going to really mess him up at the pickleball tournament tonight.
That's such a good idea.
Yeah. And everyone's locker combination is 555, so I can get into it no problem.
Yeah.
My dad, he takes steroids. I could put some steroids in his locker.
You just have the
Stacey.
steroids on you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Yeah, let's.
He pulls out the needle that says steroids by Becky.
Yeah.
I'm Stacy and I'm a she, though.
Stacey,
No,
you're a
but
genius.
they're Becky's brand.
They're Becky's brand.
That's revision. Becky's brand.
Becky's brand.
of steroids.
Stacey, you're a genius. Let's do it.
So we cut to homeroom where Dee is sitting down in her chair, and right next to her is Truck, who's just kind of in awe. Oh my gosh!
Oh, hey, Chuck.
Wow, you're so everything. Like there's nothing that's not too much now.
I know, Chuck. Can you believe it?
Oh my gosh! So you can talk the normal way.
Yeah, I'm still the same person inside, but on the outside, I'm like a totally more confident version of myself. Can you believe it?
Oh wait, so what they're saying is that the book that we should be judging like books by their covers.
No, what does matter is on the outside.
Oh
That's
my
what I've
gosh.
learned.
Oh my gosh! Wow, you look so sexy.
Thank you, Truck. It's all gonna work out for me, okay? I'm gonna get the guy. I'm gonna have the bod. and then nothing else matters, really. My life should be easy and I should live forever now.
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
Claire
I'm happy for you.
comes into homeroom and she goes up to the teacher, Mrs. Hansen, and whispers something in her ear.
Let's see that. Let's see.
Yeah, Claire, I don't know why you're whispering in my ear like that, but okay. I saw that the new girl, Dee, or whatever they're calling her now, was looking at something that was inside of Brett's locker. It looked like they were in cahoots about something, and it just, I don't know, it looked illegal to me. Okay.
We cut to the principal's office where the teacher has brought this information. There's like, we have a principal, we have a vice principal, we have Miss Hanselman.
Yeah,
That was Miss Hansen. Miss Hansen, and a principal and vice principal.
Miss Hansen, why are you in my office? You should be teaching.
Yeah, I left my class to their own devices, which was in hindsight probably a bad choice, but I think this is more important. One of my star students, even though she's kind of a bitch, Claire.
Are you talking about Claire?
Yes.
She's got a big problem. She gave me a wedgie once.
Yeah, she can be real mean. But and sometimes she makes me feel so bad about myself. But anyway, she did bring to my attention that Brett, the star pickleball player.
Yeah, Brett, he's my favorite.
I know.
Can't wait to see him tonight. Yeah.
I know. And we've got the big pickleball match against
San Jose.
San Jose, and he's our star player, but
The custodian knocks on the door. Mrs. Hansen, I went into Brett's locker and I found this.
It's like a plastic baggie and it has the steroids in it.
Steroids by Becky inside of them.
Not our shining star.
I know. This is what Claire alluded to, and I had the custodian look, and it was my worst fear come to life, but I had to come in. I mean, we can't let him play, right? We can't.
No, we can let him play. We none of us saw this.
Principal Jarvis, I don't think we can.
I smell a cover up, you guys. Okay.
Brett's our future.
I got money riding on the game on Brett, so I kind of want him to play.
Who's this Becky? It says steroids by Becky. We need to pin it on this Becky person, right?
I mean, she's a local.
She's the provider of this stuff.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Maybe we send our police, our SRO officer after Becky.
I think that's a good idea. We don't punish the children. We punish the adults that are enabling the children.
Okay, I guess I can see the logic there, but I mean, if Brett's taking the steroid, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to my homeroom.
We need this game, Miss Hansel.
We cut to Becky's Aesthetics Wellness Center, and she's toxing people in a row. She's got a row of people,
like
and
same needle?
she's just using the same needle. And we hear the sirens. They're flashing on the wall. They're flashing, and she goes, "Oh no, the coppers! They caught on to me."
We see the dad is just like grabbing files out of a filing cabinet and just like shredding them as fast as he can.
She told me to do this.
You don't have a name. I just always called you Deidre's dad. It's not going to work out.
What?
It's not going to work out.
But my daughter needs a mom.
Becky, we know you're in there.
Do you know what? Just be there for her.
I don't know how to do that, Becky.
Yeah.
Becky, let us in, but also save some talks for me.
I gotta go. Just be there for her, like in the way a dad's supposed to be. And then Becky opens a window and just jumps out of it. We hear a crash on the ground and like screaming.
The door blows open. The dad's like on the floor, his hands behind his back. He's like, I didn't do anything. I don't know nothing.
The cops come in and they're just like, "Yes, sir. We know you don't know anything. You can get up now. You're fine." Becky, we've been actually after her for a while. I mean, I come here for my talks, but I know that her practices were not good for a while.
I like to buy
Probably held accountable.
headbands for my wife here. Becky does good work.
Looks like she's gone though, so no one to arrest. Pickleball tournament.
Let's get to
go
that
check out the
pickleball
local
tournament.
pickleball tournament.
We see Truck and Dee. They come into the house and approach the dad. Just wait, my stepmom, she'll get you all fixed up too. And then when we go to the pickleball tournament, we'll both be beautiful.
I can't. I look at your results and I'm just so excited.
Dad, where's Becky?
Dee,
Yeah.
I have some news.
Oh no.
Your mother's dead and your
That I know.
stepmother abandoned you. She abandoned us. And I don't know if I can do this.
But who's gonna get me ready for the pickleball tournament game, big
Not
event?
me. I don't even dress myself.
He's still in like a very.
He's like wearing like a pimp outfit. Dee, I just don't know what we're gonna do.
Oh God. Well, I mean, I saw Becky do it all to me, and she's abandoned some of her
Do you
stuff
want to do
here.
it to me? Maybe
Yeah.
this is your hidden. Maybe it's your hidden talent.
Do I have one of those?
So you don't, but
Nope.
maybe
should
it's
have
your
one of
dream.
those. We see a Truck getting a makeover by Deidre, and it's turning out awful. She's like lopsided talks in her. She cut her hair and it's really, really short, like a boy haircut. And she's wearing like some of the dad's clothes.
But
like,
it's
looks-
sparkly.
the sparkling. And they just look like awful, like an awful attempt at a Becky style. And they're looking in the mirror at each other. I think we did it.
I feel so beautiful, confident. Actually, I don't feel anything
that
at
side's
all.
not going
I don't feel anything at all. It's funny because now I can barely talk. Because I think maybe you got a nerve with the talks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
I
fine.
hope this doesn't cause a falling out between us.
It's fine. I don't have any friends, so you're the best I can do.
Perfect. Perfect. I guess it's time for the
For the
pickleball event.
Okay.
Maybe I'll finally be able to get Brett to like me.
I think he already does. Oh!
Sorry, I didn't mean to show off my braces. Dad, I know that you're a engineer of sorts. Do you think you could help change out my braces into a more flattering band color?
Honey, I'm a tooth engineer, but I'm not an orthodontist. I can't do that.
But maybe you could try for your daughter.
Okay, let's do it.
He takes out a Sharpie and he just starts coloring all the little rubber bands.
It's like all over your teeth too. There's like a montage of me like coloring the teeth.
And then trying to
And like
white
and
out.
looking at the different Sharpies and kind of like thinking really hard about like which one to choose. And then,
Pink, a silver, a green.
All right, Dad. How do we look?
Oh, you look beautiful, both of you.
Do you have some words of inspiration for us?
Dee, Truck, I just want to say, Dee, you've turned into a beautiful woman. Your dead mother would be proud. I'm so proud of what you've turned into. Can you smile a little bit less for me? Truck,
I'm trying to smile so hard right now.
I just met you and I'm going to call your parents. I think you'll need to go to the hospital after this.
But after pickleball,
After the
Dad.
pickleball
Pickleball.
tournament. Okay, we cut to the pickleball tournament where Brett is actively playing San Jose, and Dee catches the light as she stands at the top of the stadium.
but then the light reflects off the braces and it temporarily
misses
blinds
the-
Brett.
He gets hit. He misses it, and it hits him right in the eye socket.
Oh,
Brett, no!
that pickleball. Oh, it was moving so quickly it hurt my eye. How is that possible?
Claire and the cheerleaders are cheering for the pickleball team and then just, oh no, what's happening? And she whips around to see Dee and Truck smiling. It was her.
It was an accident.
Oh my God.
This was my championship game, and I can't see out of my left eye.
We see the custodians like up in a corner, like ripping a ticket because he just lost. He's not super mad. He lost the money.
Okay,
He didn't have a ton of money riding on it.
He doesn't have a ton of
A
money.
ton of money.
Mrs. Hansen is the pickleball coach. So she calls it time out. Huddle up. Come on, guys. All right. Brett, I know you lost your eye sight there, and you were probably distracted by Dee, who looks, you're in the
This is me.
You're in the huddle
I'm
too.
in the
I
huddle.
think. Yeah.
I didn't know I was
Seems like
here.
you made your way into the
I
huddle.
thought maybe I was a different pickleball player.
Oh, okay.
But you know what? I'm here because I want to help.
Yeah.
I want to be part of the school.
I know you do, sweetheart, and you're trying so damn hard. And okay, maybe just pull that lip just down a little bit.
Maybe
There.
I could stand on the opposite side of the bleachers and reflect my braces into the San Jose players. Would that be helpful, Brett?
At this point, anything would be helpful.
Okay, so we've got a steroid freak, and now we're resorting to blinding the other team. But why not? That's kind of what we're about here at New Hope High. Sure, sweetheart, go stand on the other side. But Brett, you're such a gifted pickleball player. Even without your depth perception, you can do this. You can beat the other team. I didn't even call the other player into the huddle because you carry the team. You're it.
So we cut to a montage of a strong inspirational music, and Dee is just in the stands on the other side, just flashing, blinding the eyesight of all the pickleball players on San Jose's
The San
team.
Jose pickleball players are
Brett's like in slow motion, and he's just like hitting the ball, or occasionally hitting it. There's like kind of pus like coming from his eye.
Yeah.
We see Truck. She's just like standing next to the San Jose players and just like staring at them. And they're just like getting like weirded out and like distracted at looking at her.
The other New Hope pickleball teammate is kind of just standing there doing nothing, kind of like looking at Brett to see what he's doing and just kind of like a little bit afraid.
We cut to the sidelines where Claire and the cheerleader friends are all just kind of in awe of the fact that Dee and Truck have helped the pickleball team pull a win out of a definite loss. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed this, Claire, but it seems like that new girl is the reason we're winning.
Yeah, she's like kind of saving the day.
I really don't want to acknowledge that at all. Guys, why are you bringing it to my attention? Stacy, help me.
Claire, you need to apologize for what you've done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that like maybe you're kind of an evil baby grown up into an evil teenager.
If this were a movie, you would be the villain.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
You guys, maybe we should go try to be friends with Dee.
Yeah. And then we can like crib some notes from like her style journal.
Yeah. And like actually I've been thinking a lot about getting braces myself. Just like something fun.
We can do it together.
Yay!
Claire's eyes
Bye,
flash
Claire.
red.
Yes. Okay. We cut to Brett. I don't know how you win pickleball.
I think
Brett
you hit it, right?
hits it and it scores a point on the other team, and the stands just stand and cheer.
The principal and the vice principal start making out. We see Claire's just like crying in a corner.
We see like a ghost version of her dead mom.
Of Deidre's mom.
Just up in the rafters, and she's just like kind of like tearing up and crying. It's like a beautiful
And
moment.
she's wearing the designs by Becky as well.
And then
She just
Brett,
totally 80s
Brett
out.
with his single eye starts searching the stands, and then he sees her and he points at her, and Dee comes running awkwardly down the steps.
At her giraffe feet. Brett, there's a great game that you did.
You
Wonderful
saved the day.
pickling. That's nothing. I just wanted to support the team and support you.
Thank you. I just want to say, I liked you when I first met you.
Really?
Yeah, I was just a little nervous, and I like the way you are now, but you don't have to be that way.
Brett, and I like the way you are now, which is like your one pussy eye.
Oh, I don't think I'm going to retain vision back, so this might be a permanent thing.
That's almost better for all this.
Okay.
You only have seen me. Brett, do you want to be my boyfriend and go steady?
Absolutely.
We see
They go in for like a kiss, but Brett's like depth perception is off, so he's like, they keep like missing it.
And her ankles keep kind of breaking, so she keeps bobbing the wrong
and
way.
she just like moves her big lips and like catches him kind of.
Then we pull away and sorry.
Hold on. Were you gonna end it?
Yeah, I was.
We pull away, but as we pull into the parking lot, we see this like really cool old Camaro where Becky's sitting inside. She'd been watching the whole thing. She goes, "That's what I like about those high school kids. I keep getting older."
That's what I like about those high school kids. I keep getting older and they stay the same age.
And we pan off into the sky.
Into the sky.
And we see a brace for the, what was it called? Bracing
Brace
for the
future.
Brace for the future.
A coming of age story.
Brace for the future, a coming of age story.
And then after the credits, there's an end credits scene.
Yes, there is.
Where Claire, who's watching kind of the end, like she's watching Brett and Dee get together, and her eyes flash red again, and she says,
I will have my revenge.
and then it blacks out.
All right, that black.